All right, guys. Well, we are here. We are here at 1 o'clock. I'm 1 minute late. Shh. I tried not to be, but we are. We're 1 minute late. So we're gonna give people a chance to come in quick, and we are gonna go ahead and go over some stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and promote the stream quick, and I also got to edit it. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Um, yeah, we're gonna run it up today. So everybody kind of everybody kind of buckle up. Buckle up. All right, welcome in. I gotta fix my glasses. It was raining, and I walked home in the rain, so I could get here quick. Oop, shit, shit, shit. But yeah, man, I walked home quick in the rain. Um, ate at the school already, got everything done. So I'm thinking we're gonna do a little bit longer stream today than usual. I'm gonna try to at least. Much love to everybody, man. Hope everybody's having a fantastic, blessed day. So as we all know, just to preference everything, Candace Owens has been going off on everything, has been, exposing everything, making everything, a little bit difficult for these people who were pressuring Charlie Kirk and didn't want it to come out. I mean, you got Bill Sachs, who is a multi billionaire who throws his money around like crazy and posted that tweet after flipping out at Charlie in the Hamptons, in his Hamptons residential area, saying, "Oh, it was so nice to be able to spend time with Charlie and eat with him. He was such a giant of a man. I am very blessed or appreciative of having that time with him." Whatever he said. Okay, well, Candace seen that said, "Ah, no, that's not how it went." So now they're trying to do PR coverage everywhere. PR coverage everywhere. They are releasing statements saying none of this happened. We don't know what's going on. We don't know what she's talking about. No one was pressured. Nothing happened. We're going to get into what Tucker Carlson said as well, because Tucker Carlson also said that he was pressured and that he received flack and was even told not to bring on Tucker Carlson because of his recent comments on you know who. And in his words, Charlie Kirk said, "When you say you don't want me to bring the guy on, kind of makes me want to bring the guy on." So, what we're going to do is we're going to hop into it. We'll let a couple more people get in here, show some love and support. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the AC because it is hot in here. And I will be right back. All right, all right, all right. All right. So, here we are. How's the. Whoops. Everything's sounding good. Everything's sounding good. Got my Sunny D. One thing too with all this that's going on, it's the one thing I find crazy is I was listening to Megan Kelly this morning. Oh my goodness, hold on. This is just not working out right now with the sweat and the rain and the fog. But anyways, I was listening to Megan Kelly this morning, and he was talking about her interview with everybody and or with Charlie, and played the clips of what he was saying about how he feels like his character was being assassinated. And the one thing that I find kind of crazy is this, right? Like, I support Turn Point USA. I even donated, and if you haven't already, go donate to TPUSA. But the one thing I find crazy is that they're rushing to get donations. They're rushing to do all this, as they should. But why is there all this like speculation from Candace that they're trying to basically like replace him with someone who's gonna be who they want, if you catch my drift. Who they want. She even made it clear, she said, "If you ever put a shill in his spot, you will be my enemy. You will be my enemy." And yeah, I kind of find it interesting how all this is unfolding, how Candace is coming out saying these words. I'm gonna get to go into play in this because I was 1 minute late. Hey, you gotta respect the motivation and drive I have, okay? I'm starting to eat before I come here, so I don't have to make food, don't have to, and I clean up a little bit, get on the laptop, let's get going, right? So respect the grind, man. Hit the like button, show some love and support. Let's get into this video. This was 19 hours ago. She has had a consistent, and when I say consistent, I mean consistent 250 to 60 to, consistent quarter million live viewers just going crazy. So I don't see this slowing down anytime. I see this continuing to bubble up, and I pray for Candace and her safety. And another thing that's crazy is that we have to do that. We have to pray for safety. We have to tell you to be safe because we know they're coming after you. We know they're coming after people, allegedly, right? Do I gotta put that in front of there? It's kind of just wild to me that we got to talk like that. Oh, we're Americans. But we gotta worry about if we talk about something foreign that people are gonna come after us. I don't know. Let's get into this. Who ordered the hit on Charlie Kirk? Candace, episode 237. Go check out Candace Owens' podcast, her channel. Say what's up. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Join the family. Join the See Me Now family. I will be hosting my first speaking event on the college of my city, and that will be live stream. So tap in for that. Hit the subscribe button with notification bell so you can always be part of every single stream. Double tap that screen, show some love and support. Let's try and get to 30 to 50 likes today's stream. We are going to run it up. I do not care. Let's go.
All right, you guys, let's actually start today's episode with a game. I mean, the feds like to play games. Let's play a game. And this is one that everybody can join in on, okay? It doesn't matter how old or young you are. I want you to grab your cell phone and I want you to go to your text messages and search for certain terms, okay, that you just use when you speak to your friends. Terms that were just casually tossed into a conversation, the alleged conversation held between the 22-year-old alleged killer of Charlie Kirk, Tyler Robinson, and his 22-year-old boyfriend, Lance Twiggs, okay? The first term I want you to search is retrieve. Yeah, look it up. When is the last time that you used the word retrieve between you and a friend? Retrieve. I'm going to retrieve something. I played this game with my entire staff, and I was able to find, since dating back for the last 3 years, 2 messages where someone used that term. The first person was somebody that was former military, and the second person was a cop. Makes sense. Okay, we're not done playing this game. Second term that I want you to look for in your phone is vehicle. Vehicle. I mean, what pops up for you? Is that something that you say? I'm just going to go outside to my vehicle. I left something in my vehicle. I'll be right back. I just parked. I parked my vehicle outside. I don't remember where I parked my vehicle. What's popping up for you? Oh, probably literally nothing. Maybe something related to the DMV. That's what came up for me. Things about the DMV. I think for Skylar, something came up for his car wash. Your vehicle is ready. Sounds pretty professional. I don't know what to tell you guys, though, because what they're telling us is that is just the way the 22-year-olds are speaking these days. Apparently, they just shoot the breeze with one another, and they say vehicle and retrieve. And if you don't believe me, then good. You shouldn't believe that. You shouldn't believe me when I say that.
So, what do you guys think about all this? I mean, I want you to tell me in the chat right now what you think about this whole scripted situation. I mean, she is completely right. Like, when you read these text messages, you're just like, there's no way that this was like real. Like, I mean, it was just so scripted, like she said, using like words that really is like, really, they were talking like that. Like, I mean, I don't know, just doesn't seem feasible to me.
So welcome back to Candace. I love vehicles, love fast vehicles. I'm a big vehicle person, said nobody ever. The text messages that were released yesterday in the indictment of Tyler Robinson make perfect sense if you don't think about them at all. Like literally, if you suspend all reason, all rationality, then they can make perfect sense. That's the only way. You just have to stop thinking. You got to get to that point where you're like, are we still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? No, to be fair, now we are more broadly considering how stupid the feds believe that we are. And the frankly obnoxious messages that someone strung together must clearly be for either our or their own entertainment. So I want to hyper focus on those. I want to actually hyper focus on what exactly is wrong with these text messages between Lance and Tyler. Now, first and foremost, the obvious thing, there's no timestamps. Right away, major red flag. Very easy to say.
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. Make sure if you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Say what's up in the chat, man. I work very hard to bring guys this content. Let's go over this stuff. Let's continue to run it out. Do it up till we find out the truth. Push the line for us conservatives, for us people who want the truth, who want America to be a better place. Hit the subscribe button. I just need 8 more beautiful people to hit the like button. Double tap screen only takes 2 seconds to jab that screen, hit the like button, man. Come on now. Let's get the 10 likes, man. Much love to everybody, but we were talking about yesterday that it's kind of odd that, yeah, every single time you see an indictment, you see police reports, you see whatever, it says approximately this time, this time, this time. These reports and everything else is very vague. Everything, just very vague from top to bottom. I mean, the beginning of the report was seemed to be like they're trying to get details, but you go into it more and they start to kind of just drag you into the waters. Let's keep going.
He sent the first message at this time. It's a part of your investigation, right? Everybody is on edge globally wanting to know what happened. And they just removed.
If you're new to the channel, say what's up. Welcome in, Nitro. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. Hope everybody's having a blessed Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. It's going to be the weekend. It's going to be a good weekend. Got to prepare for my college appearance, but we're doing good. God bless everybody. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Let's continue. Hit the subscribe button. Let's try and get to 50 likes this stream. Let's go.
Move that. But don't worry, you guys, because like I told you, one of the things that me and Charlie always believed in was that we could work harder. And I got to tell you, these devils are working pretty hard, but we can work harder than them. Okay. And I decided to go back and on the basis of what Tyler Robinson allegedly writes to his lover, I decided I could work them into the timeline. I could work out an approximate timeline, at least for us to look at visually for when they had to have been sent
Thank you guys for the
on
likes,
the
man. Let's keep
basis
running it up,
of
man.
what he's saying,
All
right?
you
He says
beautiful
certain
people in here,
things that we're
double
not
tap
revealed
that
to the
screen. It only
public at a
takes 2
certain
seconds
time.
to step.
So we're going to do that.
Come on now.
I also want to point out the fact that the language, which many people said online, somebody actually left a very funny comment. It's like borderline poetic. He's got commas in there. It's like perfect English. And that's actually a striking contrast compared.
You know, one people would say, well, the commas could be, you know, just, you know, autocorrect, things like this, which a lot of us have. I mean, I have to use it because I'm not going to lie. I don't use proper punctuation. I rely on my phone for that, especially when I'm trying to speak in a professional sense. But you see the dialect he's using, the English he's using. It's like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, say what's up, man. Double tap that screen. Anyone that's new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Double tap that screen. Show some love and support, man. RIP Charlie Kirk. I need 6 more beautiful people to just double tap that screen. Let's get to 10 likes, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. Let's go, man. Appreciate you. Everybody who's in here, I appreciate you. Hopefully the fam starts jumping in soon. Anna, everybody else. I love you guys. Hope everybody's having a blessed and safe week. And yeah, let's go.
To what's inscribed on the casings, right? He goes through all of these memes that he's written, and I'm not hip to the lingo. Okay, you got to be real deep internet and hip, but for whatever reason, when he's writing these messages, he's very proper, extremely proper, right? What really wants to make sure he gets the punctuation correct. Anyways, let's just dive right back into the timeline. Let's dive right back into this conversation, and we're at first going to focus on the third
Excuse me, guys.
message.
I've been a little under the weather.
And don't forget, just to lead up into this, they are telling us that at no time that we're allowed to know on September 10th, after Charlie Kirk was shot, the roommate, that's Lance, received a text message from Robinson, which said, "Drop what you are doing. Look under my keyboard."
Now, right there, I know I've been talking a lot. I won't talk a lot after this, but my thing is this. It's just too scripted. Who's going to sit there and be like, drop what you're doing? How do you even know he's at the fucking house? And you say, look under my keyboard. And then you have the note that she's about to read. It's like, man, come on. I ain't going to lie. This shit all seemed like it's like a Michael Bay movie script. Shit's about to explode. That's for sure. Anyone that's new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, man. Let's try and get the 10 likes right off rip. I need you beautiful people to like the video.
And so Lance,
listen to what is said here. This is just, to me, is way too scripted.
I don't know what he does all day, but he can do that. He knows he's home. And Lance then.
Agreed, Jason. I agree. And I love and I admire her drive because you know what? Like his wife said, like Erica said, you are going to hear the scorned cries of a widow throughout the nation and the world. Well, guess what? You're about to hear the scorned cries of a best friend who came up with him throughout everything and watched him build everything he built. And you're about to watch her bring the truth out, or she's going to burn everything down to the ground. And she even said, post your texts. I'll post mine. My platform is yours. Come tell the truth. Come refute what I'm saying. I mean, come on, man. This shit just be wild. Thank you, Nitro. Thank you, Jason, for being in here. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, like the video, man. Show some love and support for a content creator coming up, bringing you guys the time. I'm on my lunch. Had to rush here to get here to start going live by 1. I'm gonna start trying to do this every day. I am speaking at the college from 7 to 8:30 October 3rd, so join in for that as well. I love you guys. I need 6 more beautiful people to like the video. Just double tap the screen with your fingers, your thumbs, your toes, your forehead. I don't really care. Just don't break your phone so you can keep watching me and join the family. Let's go.
And runs. I'm saying he ran, prances, who knows, and looks, and he sees this note. And to be clear, we're never going to be able to see that note because the feds have since told us that the note was destroyed. But
yeah, it's like, what did you just put a sticky note under the keyboard before you went to go do this stuff? Oh my God. I'm going to write this on a sticky note and I'm going to put it under the keyboard. And then once I do this, I'm going to text my tea lover and say, check under the keyboard, drop what you're doing. Like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Even though he destroyed the note,
yes,
he took a picture of it. Yeah, that makes sense because if you're going to destroy something, the best thing to do is to take a picture of it. And the feds saw the picture, but we're not going to be able to see either. Anyways, don't think about it if you want it to make sense. Then we find out that Lance, I guess, decided to take a picture and then text Tyler back. And here is where he asks him, Lance says, Tyler, what? You're joking, right? This, the note said, I had the opportunity to take out Charlie Kirk and I'm going to take it. So Lance is like, what? You're joking. And Robinson says to him, Tyler says, I'm still okay, my love, but I am stuck in Orem. That's the town, okay, that UVU is at, for a little while longer yet. So poetic. A little while longer yet. I'm going to look that up on my phone later. It shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I got to grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you. Now, I want to jump to this next message because it gives us a timeline. He says to him, I assume right away, Lance says, you weren't the one who did it, right? And Robinson says, I am. I'm sorry. And the roommate says, I thought they caught the person. Okay. And Robinson responds, no, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my...
One thing is, too, let me know what you guys think in the chat about this guy, the old dude that they first got, being there at 9/11, talking about how he's seen the planes hit the towers, being at the Boston bombings, being at some other place I can't remember. But he's been in a lot of major events, and he's related to them boys. Let me know, y'all. That shit just be crazy to me. If you're new to the channel, I need you guys, I need you beautiful people to double tap that screen. I need to get the 20 to 40 likes today. Come on, man. I'm bringing you my time on my lunch. We're going to run it up. I love you guys.
Rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Okay, so that lets us actually be able to drop that into the timeline pretty simply. Why? Because we know, and we can pull up this timeline, that they at first thought it was George Zinn, so that's who he's referencing, some crazy old dude. And on the timeline, Scout, if you want to pull it up so we can go through it. Man. What time?
Why would you just meticulously leave a note under a keyboard and then but you're talking yeah, you're right. This shit's just way too smelly, bro. Smells like a man that hasn't wore BO or showered in 30 days, maybe 30 years, man. Straight up.
Charlie gets shot at 12:23 p.m. Scroll down a bit. George Zinn, we learn about 30 minutes after that, George Zinn, the decoy boy, that's when it's announced that he's a suspect in custody by the Utah police. But it's not until, by the way, 5:30 p.m., because he mentioned that second suspect, and he curiously says in that correspondence that he's wearing similar clothing, which I find to be strange. We don't know what that second suspect is wearing until 5:30 p.m., when Governor Cox, 12 minutes into a press conference, the press conference began at 5:30 p.m., mentions that the second suspect, who is a person of interest, is wearing all dark clothing. So the earliest that message could have been sent out is after 5:30 p.m. I think it's unlikely because I think, again, this is all made up, these messages, because he says wearing similar clothing. Okay, he tells us dark clothing. What's similar about that? This guy allegedly, when he did this, was wearing black jeans. I was wearing, dark jeans and a black shirt. So that's like everyone on campus, okay? Nobody in the press conference says, oh.
They've been given vague descriptions of the suspects. They've been given vague descriptions of the timeline. They've been given, man, shit just too stinky, bro. If you're new to the channel, man, there's 38 of you guys in here. Make sure you guys double tap that screen, hit the subscribe button, man. Join the See Me Now family. It only takes 2 seconds to double tap that screen, man. Get them likes up. We need 5 to 15 more beautiful people to get to 10, 20 likes. Show some love and support, man. Much love to everybody. God bless. Let's go.
We picked him up because he was wearing something similar to the shooter. So that language right there is actually a mistake from the feds. But again, it allows us to be able to plot it into the timeline. So that's good. Okay. Timeline is back up here. And we then know.
What's up, Michael? Welcome in. Welcome to the
Cash
family. Hit
Patel
that
tweets
subscribe
that
button,
the subject in custody has been released. Our investigation continues. That was a mistake. The guy in the darker clothing, we don't know who that is. And then it's after, again, like I said, that these correspondences then had to take place. So we're talking about late in the evening, okay, 6 hours on. I'm wondering what it is that Tyler Robinson is doing throughout this entire time. Skylar, you can keep this up because I want to keep scrolling. Okay.
Family, I don't say that lightly.
What he's doing throughout this entire time, because that's a very long time for him to be just around campus. But then luckily, he's going to let us know what he's doing, right? He's going to jump right in here and he's telling us that he's close to the scene. We know in this conversation that he then says to Lance that he's looking to get that rifle, right? He says, I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring it back. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's actually go earlier. He then tells us his alibi, which is amazing, right?
That's the thing too. Oh, I'm worried what my old man will do, bro. You got your grandpa's gun, bro. Like, you think they ain't gonna trace that? Like, not only that, but what you think about him not being the right guy? Like, the pictures that are coming out. Like, man, to me, it's just, this is the most sloppy shit ever done. That's all I gotta say.
He's saying, I'm lingering around there.
Appreciate
I'm trying to get the vehicle.
Man. God bless you guys.
And then, of course, as you always do when you're trying to clean up things, you then spell out your alibi, right? Lance asks him, why did you do this? And Robinson says, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate cannot be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, like I'm trying to clean up the scene, but also I'm telling you exactly what my motive is here, I will have left no evidence. I'm going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. Okay, so we are now late in the evening. He's still hanging around. The roommate then comes and says, how long have you been planning this? He says, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, still trying to get close to that rifle. So I'm wondering if maybe the feds might drop us some footage.
Yeah, the fact it was celebrated, bro, is another story, bro. Like, it's just, we thought we were losing faith in humanity a while ago, like, or at least, like, man, like, what's going on? After that, yeah, like, I was shocked. It's like, who records themselves and clicks post doing that? Like, just completely unacceptable behavior from us, bro. Like, that's why I'm holding this college campus speaking event where I'm going to try and bring my community closer together, then go on to the next city, like, something just needs to change. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Much love to everybody. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. Let's try and get to 50 likes this stream. Thank you for everybody for being here. I love you guys. God bless everybody who's in here. Stay safe, stay vigilant, stay educated, and stay a part of the See Me Now family, guys. Let's go. God bless you. What's up, Gustavo? Welcome in, welcome in. I agree. She is very beautiful. Not gonna lie. Might be my celebrity crush, to be real with you.
Right? We should be able to see some footage. He's got to be idling in his car. You've been speaking about how he has this car. I'm assuming he's not just sitting in the woods or sitting on a sidewalk. This is a quote unquote manhunt. So where is he casually sitting, lingering, loitering? I don't know, but that would be some pretty good footage that they could release if they don't want us all to become a conspiracy theorist.
What's crazy too is that this man was like running around, and then with these text messages, he's apparently still in the vicinity. And all these people were walking around after everything happened, and they're still on lockdown. Like when he was running away on that video, you could see him running to where he was going, and there was a car pulling in, and he like looked the other way. Like, you're telling me there's no eyewitness accounts of anything besides the construction workers that he's seen when he was trying to cross through a active construction site, and this, that, and the third. Man, there was hella people around. Like, none of this makes sense. Like, it just doesn't.
Okay.
But like I said, you're only going to hear what they want you to hear.
I've been planning this for a bit over a week. I can get really close to it, but there's a squad car that's parked right by it. That's the drop-off spot. I think they already swept the spot, but I don't want to chance it. And then he tells Lance that I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle.
Double
There you
tap
go.
that
That's a
screen, guys.
vehicle. I'm worried.
Hey, man, I got to stop it real quick. I'm holding the stream hostage. Whoop! Hold on. 3 more beautiful people need to like this stream. Let's get to 10 likes so we can keep going. 3 more beautiful people. Just double tap the screen. Double tap. That's all you got to do. Let's get to 10 likes, man. I want to hit like 20 to 40 likes this stream, man. 3 more beautiful people. Just double tap that screen. 3 more. That's all I need. We'll continue. Show some love, man. Show some love, man. 3 more beautiful people. Double tap that screen, man. God bless you guys. 3 more beautiful people just need to double tap that screen, bro. I'm watching. Let's go. I'm holding the stream hostage until we get those 3 people to double tap. All you gotta do is double tap, guys. That's it. Get them likes up, man. Show some love. Double tap that screen. Get the likes up for me, please. I don't know if mine takes a second either to kind of show the likes, so I'll check on the PC as well. So we're at 8, man. We need 2 more beautiful people. Double tap that screen, bro. 2 more beautiful people. 2 more beautiful people. Double tap that screen. We'll get this stream continued. Come on, y'all. 2 more beautiful people, man. Actually, it's 39 of you in here, man. All we need is 20 of you to double tap that screen. We'll be damn near close to 30 likes, man. Show some love and support to your boy, man. Hit that like button, y'all. Double tap the screen. It's easy as can be, man. Double tap that screen. We got 1 more person needs to like. We'll be at 10 and we'll continue. 1 more, 1 more. But there is 39 of you in here, man. So come on, support a God worshiping man, independent man. Well, I'll be speaking at the college here soon, man. Double tap that screen, y'all. Show some support, man. I do whatever. All right, we're at 10. We'll continue. But just know I do whatever I can to bring you guys this content, man. So hit the subscribe button, join the family. We're on the road to 10,000 subs, man. I appreciate all the love. You could be anywhere else in the world, but you're with me. I love you guys. Thank you for showing support. Thank you for getting us to 10 likes. But now, while we're doing this, please help me get to 20. Let's go.
What my old man would do if I didn't bring back grandpa's rifle. I went to exactly where I got this rifle from. Okay. I don't know. I don't even know if it had a serial number. Weird, because he's been planning this for a week. He might have checked. Now all of a sudden he's getting into details and is wondering if it had a serial number. That seems a little strange to me, but it wouldn't trace to me. Of course, because you just told us in writing that it's your grandpa's.
That's right. It's not hard to double tap.
Definitely trying to cover your tracks.
And no one can ever be Charlie Kirk. But the point is I'm not trying to be out here to do what he was. I'm trying to be out here to get us all to come together. It doesn't matter left, right anymore. It matters just we are so divided. Muslims, Israelis, everybody, they're so united. They're so within each other's community. What about us? The easiest country to divide or to conquer is a country that's divided. Don't ever forget that. The easiest country to conquer is a country that's divided, and we are so divided it is ridiculous. Israelis are together. Look at how far they support each other. Look at the Muslims. Look at all these other races. Come on, y'all. We need to wake up. The easiest country to conquer is a country that's divided, and they're dividing us, and we need to stop it. So no, I'm not gonna be Charlie Kirk. R.I.P. man, we ain't gonna be. No one can replace him. But what I am damn sure gonna do is use my platform to do what's right, because I am a single father of 2 daughters, and I'm damn well gonna make sure they grow up in a community that I helped make safe and united. And that's what we all should be doing right now. God bless everybody. Double tap that screen. Jesus is king. Say it in the chat. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. God bless everybody. Support the channel by hitting subscribe. It's free. Double tap the screen. It's easy and free. Show some love and support. Let's go, man. RIP to Charlie Kirk, but you know what? Let's unite. Sick of this, man.
I worry about Prince. I had to leave it in a bush where I changed outfits. Okay, we're going to get to that. Focus on the changing outfits. That's a really important piece of this. And that is why I am now a confirmed conspiracy theorist on this. Okay. I left it in the bush where I changed outfits. Okay. I didn't have the ability or the time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope that they don't find prints. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. That's the only thing. Otherwise, it was a
I'll be right back. I gotta refill my drink. Everybody double tap that screen. Hit the subscribe button, man. Join the family. Join the See Me Now family. We are on the road to 10,000 subs. Support your boy, man. Jesus is king. Let's go.
perfect job.
Amen.
It
Amen to everybody in the
was
chat that's supporting your
top
boy.
of the line professional job. The only thing I left behind was the weapon with my prints on it. Oh my gosh, right? Like that's kind of amazing. Okay. Then he, of course, explained, remember how I was engraving the bullets? The effing messages are mostly a big meme. I know I speak proper here, but it's just a meme that I was writing. I wrote, notice his bulge on Fox News. I might have a stroke if they say that, right? If I see notice his bulge on Fox News, I might have a stroke. All right, I'm going to have to leave it. Oh, that really effing sucks. It's almost perfect. Okay. So he then ends this message. This is all from the day. This is all we have from September 10th. Okay. Judging from today, I'd say grandpa's gun. I want to make it very clear. This is grandpa's gun. Okay. Nobody should question this narrative because he has put it all here. I'd say grandpa's gun does just fine. I don't know. I think that was a $2,000 scope. Okay. So that ends that exchange. Now, I have a couple of notes.
Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everybody liking the video, man. You guys are OGs. You guys are just, man. Let's go. I appreciate everybody who's liking and supporting. We got 16 likes yesterday. Let's try and run it up, man. I want to get to 50 likes today before I got to get off, man. There's a lot of you in here. There's a lot of you passing by. Take 2 seconds to do God's work. Double tap that screen. Hit the subscribe button. Support your boy. We're on the road to 10K subs. Let's go, man. Everybody in the chat, I appreciate you. I love you. God bless you guys. And yeah, I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I put here at the end of day one, as we worked in this correspondence, which all had to happen, let's call it 7 p.m. earliest, as I say here, which I want to be clear. The campus is 4 hours, 3 to 4 hours away from where Tyler and Lance live together. We have a map here to show you that. So he's just loitering until, like I said, earliest. He's signifying around like 7 p.m. that he's still very close to campus. That's a long day. That's a real long day, just waiting to see when you can go in there. And there's a manhunt, and he's chill. He's chill because he's changed his outfit. How do we know he changed his outfit? Because he made it very clear that he dropped the clothes, his shooting clothes, right there. He got changed. He didn't have time to take the rifle that was in the that he put in the towel, but he did have time to change. That totally makes sense. And then for whatever reason, he had to leave the rifle with the prints on it. Okay. What's interesting about that, though, is we should recognize that, curiously, what they've removed from this indictment, again, relevant to the clothes, was the fact that, and the governor's going to say it, that we are told that he at first enters campus on this day at 8:07 a.m. TMZ shows us the footage, remember, of the man wearing a maroon t-shirt and
There's almost
shorts.
50 you guys in here, man. Double tap that screen, show some love and
walking through a
support. I just
neighborhood
need
just
16 more beautiful
outside of
people. Double
university
tap that screen.
grounds.
We'll be
The
at
governor
30
Cox has
likes, man.
confirmed
Let's
this is
go.
him.
Hit the subscribe
Not
button. We're on the road to
mentioning the
10,000
indictment,
subs. I
that's
appreciate you
curious.
guys for
Seems very
stopping in.
relevant.
God bless everybody on this
Surely,
word. Jesus world. Jesus is king.
you guys should
Jesus
be
is
mentioning
king.
that.
Jesus
The
is
outfit,
king.
what
Let's
did he
go.
do, by the way? From
I can't
8:07
say it enough
a.m.
in this
when he
state, in the
walked
world we're
onto
living in.
campus
People
to
need
when
to say
he
it
is
more.
then seen walking back onto campus at 11:51, that's about 4 hours. Something else the feds could release to
Michael, but that's the thing. Like I said earlier in the live, you're only going to hear what they want you to hear. You can do all that stuff, but will they? To me, I mean, this is just so stinky with every little way we're thinking it happened. I don't know, man. As time goes on, more things are gonna come out. But I really, really do commend Candace for coming out and speaking the way she is. God bless her. God bless her for her safety. May Jesus watch over her. She is gonna be the one that helps us wake up even more. If we aren't already awake, this is gonna help. Let's go, y'all. Love you guys.
Spell any conspiracy theories would be him walking back to his car. You're telling us he then goes back to campus and he's in a different outfit. Can we get him leaving campus? We know the place is covered with cameras. That would make me feel better if you showed us him leaving campus and then we see him coming back in a different outfit. Again, not clear why he couldn't just wear the outfit he was going to wear, since I would imagine you've got thousands and thousands of students that are wearing something as casual as a black t-shirt and blue jeans. I understand a need for a change if you're in like, a sniper outfit, or if you're wearing like, I don't know, a Barney costume. If you showed up and you're wearing like a full Halloween costume, then yeah, maybe you should change. But this is just an average college kid outfit. This is just what you expect to see on campus. It's just what boys wear. Anyways, like I said, those would be my points from day one. The feds can release that. And also, I'm wondering,
hey man, we're halfway to 100 viewers. I just need you guys to take 1 second to double tap that screen, man. Double tap the screen. It takes 2 seconds to double tap that screen. Show some love and support, man. I appreciate you guys. Much love and support.
Where did Tyler spend the night? Can they clarify that? He certainly couldn't have made it out of a rent and back there and back to his home. I'm coming home soon. Would have been the wee hours of the morning. This would have been a good time, by the way.
She is.
If you're really trying to get away with this,
I love you guys, man. I love you guys.
Your lover to delete the text messages, but he doesn't do that. He's not going to tell him to delete the text messages on this night. Presumably, he saw him. They didn't say he went home to his parents' house.
Let's go join the family. Join the most
what happened overnight? When did he get home? He's been so thorough in describing that cleanup job. And by the way, we know that Discord is going to later say that those messages were not coordinated on their server, which I would say was definitely a part of the broader plan. Okay. Let's get into September 11th, because a lot happens here and you are going to really see what I see here, and we need to demand answers. Okay. So on September 11th,
you have a good day.
we are presented with the first FBI press conference where they confirm that they have found a weapon in the woods. Let's take a listen to a bit of that.
Notification bell.
This morning, I can tell you that we have recovered what we believe is the weapon.
4 more likes, guys. 4 more people just need to double tap that screen. Let's get to 20.
That was used in yesterday's shooting. It is a high-powered bolt-action rifle.
God bless, Michael. Love
that rifle was recovered in a wooded area where the shooter had fled. The FBI laboratory will be analyzing this weapon.
Now, I wouldn't say the shooter had fled, just based off of he was just kind of lurking around, ringing to go get his weapon back. Okay. Like for a long time, but whatever. Let's go with that. Then what we have after that 7 a.m. press conference is that exclusively our resident guys over at the New York Post, every exclusive ever, Jeffrey Epstein's death pictures, Ghislaine Maxwell found at an In-N-Out. It's always the New York Post. Okay. I view them as a feds. If I'm the feds and I'm trying to make this seem like this is organic, I wouldn't give it to the New York Post because we're in Utah. And so cops are probably not leaking to a New York-based publication. But whatever, they have the exclusive. They're the ones that reveal the photo. They always have the exclusive.
Yep, you just gotta,
okay, and they show us the gun in the shooting. Their article publishes at, and by the way, my timeline is all based in Mountain Time. So that says 11:21 a.m. Eastern. They publish at 9:21 a.m., 2 hours after that first press conference, and say exclusive. They are the ones that drop the trans narrative. They say these things are found on the bullets. Okay. And then just 7 minutes later, the FBI, Salt Lake City, drops static images of the alleged shooter walking up the stairs. Okay. So now we can see on our timeline, that's around 10 a.m. in the morning, Salt Lake City time, Mountain Time. So we can then assume that everything else that's about to happen that I'm going to tell you had to have happened, okay, between approximately 10:30 and 7 o'clock p.m. Okay. I have a source.
Hey, man, we got 81 people in here. I'm going to hold the stream hostage again. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Dawson. Welcome in, Dawson, my homie from my town. Welcome in, homie. Much love to you, brother. I'm holding the stream hostage, though. 5 more people need to like this stream, man. Let's get to 20 likes. And again, Dawson, just in case you didn't see the other post, I am speaking at the college campus here on October 3rd from 7 to 8:30. Make sure you tap in and come, and everybody else tap in on the channel. I will be live streaming it. Everybody tap in. Please, I need 4 more likes, man. 4 more likes. We're going to hit 20. What's up, Bree? Welcome in. Welcome in. God bless. God bless. Jesus is King. We almost have 100 people in here. So let's go ahead, and everybody who believes in the movement of us coming together and believes in everything and wants to join the See Me Now family and join the community, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Double tap that screen. It only takes 2 seconds to Just don't break your phone so you can keep watching me. But double tap that screen, show some love and support, man. Let's run up those likes. I appreciate you, man. 3 more likes. We're at 100. Let's go. 3 more. 3 more beautiful people. Just need double tap that screen, man. I miss our old times too, Dawson. Much love to you, homie. We're going to have to link up again soon, dog. For real, for real. 100%, man. We're doing big things. We're out here doing big things. Let's go. 3 more likes, y'all. I'll check on the PC on my computer since it seems like shit kind of just goes slow. We need 3 more likes, man. 2 more likes. Let's go. 2 more likes. Come on, y'all. 2 more. Let's go, man. 2 more likes. I'm holding the stream hostage, and then we can keep going. Show some love and support. 1 more like. 1 more like, y'all. Let's go. 1 more like. Come on, man. I'm on my lunch. The grind never stops. I go to work at 8:30, get off at 5:30, but in between, I come in here for an hour and a half to try and bring you guys the best content. Let's keep it pushing, y'all. Much love. Much love to everybody, man. Let's continue. Come on. 1 more like. We just need 1 more beautiful person. Double tap that screen. 1 more beautiful person, man. God bless everybody. Let's go. 1 more person. 1 more. All right. It's showing on my part. We got it. Let's go.
And everything the source has told me
I
that has
appreciate everybody who's
happened
liking
when
the
we were
video, man.
lied to
God bless
publicly
everybody. We are almost
has
at
proven to
100
be
viewers.
correct.
Let's
So I am
continue
very
going. Let's get
inclined
to
to believe
100.
this source
Let's
on a
go.
couple of
Welcome
other
in, family
things. And when I
channel.
speak,
Welcome in, everybody who's new to the channel. Hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. Hit the subscribe button. Like the video. Show some love and support. Jesus is King. Let's start becoming united. One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Let's bring it back to those times. Let's unite. Let's continue to go. Let's do the best thing we can, which is make a better place for our kids to be in after we're gone. Let's go. Join the family.
also to Lance's family, they are confirming what this source is telling me. So we're going to go through this 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Thank you,
all
Dawson.
of the things that then.
Thank you, Dawson. I appreciate you, bro. God bless you. And I can't wait to see you there at the campus. We will have amenities and everything else. And yes, someone needs to step up, and I'm doing that. I'm gonna bring our community together. Then I'm gonna bring our state together. Then I'm gonna bring our nation together. That's just my goal. Don't care what anyone has to say. God bless everybody who's in here. Hit the subscribe button. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, man. Double tap that screen. Let's try and get to 50 likes in this video. We're almost at 100 live viewers. Let's get to 50 likes. That doesn't seem too hard. Everybody, just double tap that screen. Show some love and support. Let's go, man. Love you, bro. We're going to definitely link up. Welcome in, Sandra. Welcome in, Family Channel. Welcome in, Breeby. Welcome in, everybody who's new to the channel. God bless you guys. Let's go. I don't want to keep talking. Let's go.
Took place. So they released the photo. And then we are told, as my source initially told me, that it was the mother who recognized Tyler and she phones him up. Tyler says, "Mom, I'm sick." She doesn't believe it. She loops in Dad. Okay. Dad then
We're at
texts
104
and he
live viewers.
calls
Everybody double
Tyler.
tap that
And
screen.
at
Show
this
some love and
point, we can
support.
jump back into day 2 of our messages because Robinson says, he says to Lance, "Delete this exchange. My dad wants photos of the rifle. He says, Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me right now. I'm not answering." Okay, so apparently he did answer. According to the indictment, the dad says he didn't answer his text messages, but then the father called him and Tyler Robinson answered, and he tells us that Tyler was suicidal and that is when they just told him, like, calm down, let's speak to you. They bring over their neighbor sheriff friend and they agree that he should go in. Now,
from 7 to 8:30.
if he was in fact suicidal, you don't get that vibe from these messages to his lover, right? There's nothing in here that he's like, I can't believe what I've done. Now he slept. We don't know where. He seems to be perhaps on very little sleep. I would imagine he was. He just murdered someone. And he's not indicating in these messages that he's going through any sort of suicidal feelings. Instead, he sends this very odd thing about his dad, who he says he's not answering. He writes, "Since Trump got into office, my dad has been pretty die-hard MAGA." There's something here for everyone if you want to take the low-hanging fruit and think of this as left versus right, right? So if you're like, on the right, you're like, I need to blame the left, then it's like, whoa, the trans thing is here. But if you're on the left, that you need to blame the right, well, Dad was a die-hard MAGA. It's like, it's so fed. It's just so federally written. It's amazing. So chaos right here. Anyways, I guess maybe if you're suicidal, that's what you sent. Dad's been pretty diehard.
Hey, man, I'm not going to lie. I might just hold this stream hostage again, but I'm not. Hey, man, we got almost 140 live viewers. Everybody in here, please double tap your screen. It only takes 2 seconds to support a young, God-fearing, God-loving man. To double tap that screen, get those likes up, and say what's up in the chat, man. Join the family. And I agree with you, Wilbur. It is not left versus right. It's top versus bottom. And I don't even agree with that. It's about uniting as Americans for not only our children, but for our communities and for the bettering of America. Like I said earlier, the easiest country to conquer is a divided country. Israel is united. Look at how they act within their own state. I'm not going to say too much. Muslims are united. Our country right now is so divided. Don't you not think that maybe it's being done on purpose, allegedly? Double tap that screen, man. Show some love and support. I appreciate everybody for being in here. God bless you guys. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Say what's up in the chat. What's up, Emily? What's up, Emily? What's up, Lindsay? I appreciate everybody for being in here. God bless you guys. Let's continue to get these likes up. Let's get the 50 likes, man. We got a lot of people in here. Let's run it up.
MAGA. And then we don't know, again, when these messages took place, but it all had to happen in
diversity and division is different.
These 7 or 8 hours. He says, I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors is here. He is deputy for the sheriff. You are all I worry about, love. He seems impassioned here. He doesn't seem suicidal. And then Lance comes back and says, I'm much more worried about you. And Robinson says, don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments.
Hey, Emily, I'm making you a mod. Hopefully you'll like this, subscribe. Everybody hit the notification bell after you subscribe. It's free. Support your boy. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. Double tap that screen. Let's get these likes up by making somebody mod. Let's go. I love everybody coming in here. Everybody who's in the chat. I love you guys. Let's continue.
Because the feds want to let you know why it is that we're not talking to Lance, right? They got to tell you. Because Tyler told him, duh. If you're going, wow, if Lance is really not guilty and he hasn't done anything, this would be a good time to speak, right? No, Lance is not doing that because Tyler right here says, don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comment. And if any police ask you questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent. So that's how it happens. And I want to tell you that we can jump back into the timeline here. Our source informs us that it was around 7:00 p.m. when everybody locally began receiving the text messages that Tyler Robinson was in custody and that they were going to pick him up in Warner Valley. Now, Warner Valley is right next to St. George. So he lives very close to his parents is what I want you to recognize. You've got St. George, you've got Warner Valley. So they said like that's where they went to go pick him up. That could very much be his parents' place. But what's really interesting about that, okay, if you consider that they are telling us at 7 p.m., that this is when all the messages started circulating, then we don't know why the feds say that it was the 33rd hour after the shooting, like a total Freemason number. 33rd hour after the shooting. It took us 33 hours. That
you want to go even deeper? I'm gonna be getting this same hat because I donated to TPUSA, right? You guys all should too, but 47 on the hat. Do your research on that. 4 more likes, 4 more beautiful people. Just need to double tap that screen, man. Let's get to 30 likes.
Would be inaccurate. Okay. 33 hours would be at 9:23 p.m. Our person is telling us, and I tend to believe them, that everyone knew at 7:00 p.m. Okay. And what they tell us took place thereafter. And this is what I confirmed with Lance's family because I said, wait a second, you owned the house.
Welcome in, Tina.
When did they pick up Lance?
Subscribe button.
When did Lance go in? When did the home that you own get raided by the feds? Did the home that you own get raided by the feds? And what that family is telling me.
But Tim, the thing is you're coming to America to be American, so we should all have that common thing. And but yeah, I agree. I mean, I agree to a certain extent. God bless you guys. We're almost to 200 live viewers. Double tap that screen, show some love and support, man. I love you guys. Let's continue to go up. I only do have about 45 minutes or less to continue this stream. I gotta get back to work, but let's go, man, because I'm on the grind at work, then I'm on the grind here. Support your boy, man. Support your boy. We're on the road to 10K subs. Hit the subscribe button, double tap that screen.
And what my source is telling me, it's matching. Okay. So I'm feeling good about this. We'll say allegedly, but I'm feeling good about this. Okay. So Tyler
Exactly,
is
Lindsay.
allegedly
Welcome
in
in. Much love,
custody,
you guys. Love you guys.
and they are told, don't say, don't speak, don't do anything. The feds, you have to wait for the feds to get there to question Tyler. And that didn't happen until the wee hours of the morning. How do we know? Because we're going to hear that from Governor Cox the following morning. Anyways, but apparently what happens is then they bring Lance in at 11 p.m.-ish. We'll tell you around 11 p.m., Lance Twiggs is brought in for questioning. Okay. And shortly thereafter, that apartment is raided. And I say overnight into the wee hours of the morning
3 more
is when
beautiful
they
people need to double
first
tap that screen.
raid Tyler and Lance's apartment. Now, why am I really stressing this out to you? Or I'm stressing this point to you here because this would signal to you that it would be absolute BS if the feds are going to tell us.
Penny, instead of making assumptions, I'm not making money off nothing. If you didn't know, if you've been my follower for a while, you know my channel's demonetized. I'm not making money off Candace. I'm just simply covering stuff. Man, you tripping.
Bright and early the next morning that the case is closed. They would know nothing. According to Lance's family, this is when they seized his electronics. They say that he's deep on the internet.
So if you want to sit here and say I'm asking for likes, I'm asking for all this for money, you're clearly wrong. I'm asking you to join the family because who wouldn't want to grow their channel? But I'm not doing it for that reason. So get on out of here with that.
Web, that there's definitely going to be something there. And yet they told us that, quite oddly, Lance gets released right back to his parents. Right? Not right back. Lance just gets released to his parents while they're raiding his apartment. Why would they release Lance? Wouldn't you think that you would be detained like for at least 24 hours, right? If we're putting this at around 11 p.m.-ish, that they have brought him in and they are questioning him and they are now moving to raid his apartment in the wee hours of the morning. Why would they very quickly release?
To me, what would make us Americans is we're all you guys are like all immigrants are coming here for a better life, right? So you want to be American. That's number one. Second of all is we should stop the division. Third of all is if you don't want to be united, then get out and we should it's that easy.
Him. And beyond that,
Two more
I'm going to let you
beautiful
know.
people
Let's
need to
jump into
double tap that
Friday on the timeline. Like I said, early hours, Tyler and Lance have their apartment raided and the devices seized. For whatever reason, the FBI quickly releases.
Because if violence comes to our soil, are we all going to fight together or they're going to just be like just division while it comes? That's my point. Like it's either we're united or we're not. And if we're not, it's scary, but we should unite. And how we do that is by realizing that serious shit can go on. And if you're coming here for a better life and you want to be an American, get an American citizenship, then yeah, you should be united as an American.
Lance, and I'm told that he's dropped off at his parents' home, allegedly. And then it's at 6 a.m. that President Trump announces with a high degree of certainty that they have the suspect. Okay. So are they still raiding his place? I don't know, but take a listen to Trump on Fox and Friends.
Everybody double tap that screen, man. Show some love and support. Hit the like button. It only takes 2 seconds to double tap that screen. We have 156 people in here. Let's get to 50 likes, man. God bless everybody, regardless of our, things that we don't agree on in chat, whatever. Jesus is king. We are all one nation under God. We are all for one. Let's go. We need to start saying that more. Double tap the screen.
Any updates on the suspect?
Yeah. Can I always say, I think, just to protect us all, and so Fox doesn't get sued, and we all don't get sued, and everything else. But I think with a high degree of certainty, we have him in custody. Okay? In custody. Everyone did a great job. We worked with the local police, the governor. Everybody did a great job.
Okay. And here is what the governor is then 2 hours later is when his press conference began. I'm going to do the short clip.
Regardless of
okay, let's play actually a little bit of the longer clip, Skylar. I'll tell you when to come out of it. It's a 6-minute long clip, and you should go back and watch it in its entirety. He's going to make it seem like, Lance doesn't even exist. But let's start it off and listen to a minute of this, and then I'll give the synopsis.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. On the evening of September 11th, a family member of Tyler Robinson reached out to...
Isn't it kind of crazy that September 11th as well? Just saying.
A family friend who contacted the Washington County Sheriff's Office with information that Robinson had confessed to them or implied that he had committed the incident.
I agree,
This
Wilbur. I
information was
agree 100%.
relayed
Hopefully,
to the
everybody
Utah
that's
County Sheriff's
commenting in the
Office
chat
and
is
senior
subscribed.
investigators
Hit the
at
notification
Utah
bell.
Valley
Double tap that
University.
screen. I love you guys.
This information was also
Welcome to the
conveyed to
family.
the
Welcome to
FBI.
the family. When I say family, I
Investigators
don't say
reviewed
that
additional
lightly. I'm on here almost
video
daily.
footage from UVU
Welcome to the
surveillance
family.
and
Come say what's
identified
up.
Robinson
Join the movement.
arriving on UVU
The See
campus
Me
in a
Now
gray
movement.
Dodge
They need to
Challenger
see
at
us now.
approximately 8:29 a.m. on September 10th, in which he is
Thank you,
observed
Wilbur.
on
Much love,
video
bro.
in a plain maroon t-shirt, light-colored shorts, a black hat with a white logo, and light-colored shoes. When encountered in person by investigators in Washington County on September 12th, in the early morning hours, Robinson was observed in consistent clothing with those surveillance images.
Okay, stop. That's
Investigators-
actually a perfect place to stop right there. My source says he's lying. I don't like Governor Cox. Vibes. Okay, vibes. I don't know. Can't explain it. I'm getting tons of people that are messaging me telling me he's corrupt,
Man,
that he
she
forced
is-
himself onto the ballot,
she
that he
is
wasn't
on
even supposed to be the
fire, bro.
governor. Allegedly. I just don't like him. Every time we find an inconsistency, I actually find him to be the mouthpiece of it. Okay, so he is representing, and my source says falsely, that they picked up Tyler Robinson. And by the way, it makes perfect sense that my source is saying that that's not accurate. In the same outfits that we just showed you, okay, of the maroon thing that happens at 8 o'clock. We don't know what he was doing for 4 hours on campus, but he's telling us that for 33 hours, he decided that he was going to keep the outfit on. Now, remember, I told you that Tyler Robinson's classmate reached
Tim,
out
I'll answer
and
you
they
in a second.
insisted
Stay
that
on
this
the
was
live for me to answer you.
an
I cannot
incredibly
stop-
odd thing because
keep
he was
stopping
very
this to
tidy.
talk. I
He
don't
was
have
very
much longer to
clean.
be on here.
And they said that's the
Let's
first
keep
thing that
running
they
up.
went,
Everybody keep double
that just
tapping the screen,
sounds
showing love
weird.
and
He was a
support, man.
very
I will
tidy
be on
dude.
again later, but
Now I'm
everybody,
telling you that my source is saying
I
he
will
wasn't wearing that
continue
outfit
the chats in a little
when he
bit.
got picked
Hold on.
up.
Let me
He wasn't
rewind
wearing
this.
that outfit. This was an incredibly odd thing because he was very tidy. He was very clean. And they said that's the first thing that they went, that just sounds weird. He was a very tidy dude. Now I'm telling you that my source is saying he wasn't wearing that outfit when he got picked up. He wasn't wearing that outfit when he was brought to the office. If I have this wrong, this would be a very easy thing. Okay, surely they're going to have photos. They've got something for them to release. It's like, yeah, no, we totally got him. I want to be clear. If you are in the police station and you want to reach out and let me know more, tips@CandaceOwens.com, because I'm struck by this. This is what we should be hyper focusing on. He kind of wraps it up and says he was wearing the same outfit. And that always sounded dumb to us. Why would you not take a shower in 33 hours? Okay. That doesn't make any sense to anybody whatsoever. And people are saying that fact is untrue. Okay. Now, if that is untrue, let's first show you how he wraps this up. We might show you a portion of what he said again because we wanted to compress his 6-minute clip, but listen to how he wraps up this conference too, because it's relevant.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We got him. This is a very sad
Everybody
day
double
for,
tap that screen,
again,
man. Show
for
some
our
love and
country,
support. Try and
a
get the 50
terrible
likes, 20
day
more beautiful
for the
people.
state
Double
of
tap that
Utah.
screen. God bless.
But I'm grateful that at this moment, we have an opportunity to bring closure to this very dark chapter in our nation's history.
Closure. He says closure. We got him. They already start in that he starts talking about the messages. He starts filling in the blanks. He said he had it. He put it in a towel. We have messages. It's all over. We found it on Discord. Discord is going to say that's not true. So who made up these messages? When were these messages made up is the question. If Discord's saying they don't exist, this signals to me that these messages were just created, right? And I'm further feeling that way because there's no timestamps. Again, I want to be proven wrong. Okay, but I don't like this at all. And we got him. It's over. And we can turn the page with finality. Would you, if you were an honest governor and you knew that only, again, 4 hours earlier, how long does it take to raid a home? I don't know. Is it quick? Is it like a 10-minute thing? It feels like it'd be a long thing to grab the devices. If you knew that you had not even begun going through those devices, how would you say that we can close this chapter? Why would you say that we can close this chapter? I would have said, honestly, and he does not.
Dawson,
we
your point I will be
raided
talking on at some
his
point.
home, and we are looking for more information. We
I
think
love
that
the
there's going
dialogue
to
in
be a
the
lot
chat.
more
Keep going,
information. But we
everybody.
wanted
Keep
to let you
double
know
tapping that screen,
that
showing
we
love
at
and
least have
support, man.
one person that we feel is definitely involved. That's not what he says. He says it's over. It's done. Wrap it up. We're not going to even tell you about the fact that we just raided this place a couple of hours ago. And the person whose place we raided, who is the one that the family says is super internet, we just kind of released, but we're not interested in that. What are we to discern from all of this? I'll tell you my take on this.
19
I
more
think the
beautiful
person in the
people, and they
maroon
don't touch that screen. Get
that's
to
walking
40 likes, or no, 50.
is different from the person that's walking up the stairs. It's a gut
They're
thing,
being-
okay? I don't know now.
For there being a consistent 100 to 150 people in here live viewing right now, everybody just please double tap that screen. Show some love and support, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subs, so join the See Me Now family. They definitely need to see us now. Join the family, hit the notification bell, and double tap screen. Only takes 2 seconds to hit the fucking, double tap, brother. Like on the old Nazi zombie game or whatever on Call of Duty. Boom, boom, boom. Let's go.
But I know. Okay. I don't know, but I know. It makes sense in the timeline of George Zinn, the decoy boy, that we've got other people that are doing different things. And they do not want us to prod the narrative about the person in maroon. It doesn't make sense. They can't tell us. He said he planned this for weeks. So I'm going to assume if you planned it for weeks, that he didn't go to campus earlier because he wanted to scope things out. He would have done that. He would have obviously been able to do that already.
You
because he's been
double
planning this
tap
for a
that screen,
week.
you get the
He knew where
likes up.
Charlie
Let's
was,
go,
was,
y'all. Let's
was
get the
speaking,
50 likes.
right?
Actually, we got a consistent 100 live viewers in here, man. If we can't hit 100 likes before I get off in about 23 minutes, we have a problem. Let's run it up, y'all. Hit the subscribe button, join the family, hit the notification button, double tap that screen. I love you guys. God bless everybody. Jesus is King.
It makes sense. It's very easy to debunk me. Very easy. You should have footage of him in that Dodge Challenger just waiting and salivating. He kept checking. He said, oh, here I am right here, just waiting to get that rifle back. I'm waiting to get that rifle back. Where's the footage? You were on a manhunt. Where is the footage? Surely during a manhunt, you use drones. I feel like we are tech capable enough that during a manhunt, after a murderer of a college student decides to take out Charlie Kirk, who has been a friend of the feds, right? I think probably not a good idea to be friends with these people, but whatever. He's been a friend of the feds. Surely this is a big issue. And to put to rest in conspiracies, you're going to show us that drone footage and we're going to see the Dodge Challenger just sitting there for hours and hours and hours. And we're maybe even going to be able to see, because I'm sure at that point, like cops maybe set up some barricades or something to see he was going in and out. And then he decides he's going to leave. Show us the footage. Like I said, every inch of that campus is covered. So we should be able to see he's wearing maroon. And you're telling us that he went back to his car and he changed. Show us him leaving campus before he returns back to campus around 11:30. Just show us the footage, okay? I'm demanding it. You know why? Because I need to be able to fit things into my timeline, if that's okay with you. So I would discern.
Welcome in, Nathan. Welcome in, everybody that's new, man. Double tap that screen. Like I said, it only takes 2 seconds to double tap the screen, get the likes up, man. Let's try and get to 100 likes before I get off, or at least as close as we can. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the family. Hit the subscribe button. Join the movement on the road to 10K subs. Let's go.
That we are looking, just vibe again, 2 different people would be my thing. 2 different people. One of those people is definitely, individuals is definitely being protected. And separately, we can definitely make out that for whatever reason, Lance is being protected. There's no way you release that guy. Okay. There's no way you release that guy immediately. There's no way that you intentionally purge him out of these messages. Okay. The excuse he's being cooperative doesn't work. You can be cooperative while you're still being detained. At least 24 hours before you would say, I felt good to clear him as a suspect, especially when you haven't even raided his home yet. They released him instantly and they said, job done. So I would like more information about Lance Twiggs. Okay. I already don't like that mom received a Bachelor of Science from Stanford University in psychology. It seems to be a running theme in these Fed ops that there's always psychology somewhere in the family. And I want to be very clear, I'm not saying his mom has anything to do with anything, but I am saying that I feel this kid, for some reason, some unknown reason, is being protected.
Welcome
And
in,
I'm not
Lisa.
the only one.
God bless everybody who's
His
in here.
family feels-
We're at 43 likes. Let's continue to go. Double tap the screen. Get the likes up, man. I'm sorry I'm munching quick. I'm on my lunch break. Like I said, I'm working a full-time job, coming back here, single dad, running it up on live. I'm a single dad, 2 daughters. This is the only time we can really get a good live going. I appreciate you guys. Double tap that screen, hit the subscribe button, man. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. Join the movement, join the family. When I say family, I don't say it lightly. God bless.
Feels that way. Okay. His family thinks it's odd. Like I said yesterday, I spoke to them today. I spoke to them yesterday. They think it's odd that the feds moved on from him so quickly and that the feds were being dishonest and they felt about everything when they first came out with information. So why are we all feeling that way? We absolutely need to get to the bottom of it. Let's take a quick break. I'm going to show you some stuff. I mean, Tucker completely destroyed the Bibi Netanyahu narrative. Megyn Kelly, Dave Smith.
Tucker Carlson completely came out and was not refuting Candace's statements at all. He actually was coming out and agreeing with her. Wait till you see it. Let's try and get through her little ads here.
I mean, everybody yesterday. The truth is coming out inevitably about Charlie's mindset. The only reason we're discussing it, obviously, is because of Bibi Netanyahu coming out and lying.
And so was Megyn Kelly. Megyn
some
Kelly
important
was on
things that
as
he
well.
said. First and foremost, before we do that, I want to remind you guys about Riverbend. Why are they even releasing different people? Candace, what do you guys think about that? What I just said to you, I think these are two different people. And I'm further believing that because I think it's weird that they won't even release the footage, this grainy footage of the guy walking up the stairs. Why do we have one static image of that? Does that make any sense to you?
Two different people.
Why? Why are they all static
like
images?
The guy they got in custody.
Release the video. When I had first looked at this video and then they said it was, I was like, that doesn't look like the same person, like ish, but like, no. And that feels intentionally grainy. You could release clearer footage. You know, you can release clearer footage. So do it because we're not going to let it go. I now believe there is a federal level of corruption and conspiracy involved in this murder. Okay. From George Zinn to Lance.
15 more beautiful people just need to double tap that screen, man. Come on. We've been averaging over 100 viewers on live viewers on this live. Let's try and get as close to 100 likes as we can, please. Double tap that screen. Like I said, I got to go in like 15 minutes. I might run it later. I might get in trouble for my boss. And if I do get in trouble for my boss, please at least subscribe, double tap the screen, hit notification bell because you know what? We're running it up. And I tend to think that this is a little bit more important than going back to work right now. But I will be going back at some point. Let's go. Run it up. I love you guys. Join the family. Join the movement. When I say family, I don't take it lightly. I read every single one of you guys' chats. I respond to every one of your comments. Go look. I'm not lying. I love you guys. Let's keep running it up. God bless everybody. Jesus is King.
Twigs, the unanswered questions were like, what was he doing at home? What does he do for a living? What was, did they see each other that night? Why are we doctoring their messages?
My school said the pledge, Dawson, my school said the pledge. I was watching them say the Pledge of Allegiance the other day, and my heart just melted because it's like, yes, we need to get back into this. I agree with you. And isn't it nice, Dawson, coming in here and seeing that your boy's doing good work? Having dialogue with all my people? Much love to you guys, man. I love you guys in the chat. Everybody who's in here showing support. God bless you guys. Much love. And yes, Juanita, there is a whole lot going on other than this. We will cover it. Excuse me. But for now, we're going to cover this. There has been a lot of stuff going on in the United States. We are going to cover it, I promise. I'm going to bring to my best of my abilities every little bit of news I can, but I can only go as fast as I can, okay? I love you guys. Double tap the screen. It only takes 2 seconds to hit the screen of your phone with 2 fingers or with 2 taps with your fingers to get those likes up. Let's go. I love you guys.
Is why can't I read Lance's messages? If he's being so forthcoming, why can't I read how he replied and at what time these messages were sent? Okay. There are too many things that the feds can easily do to dissuade us. Okay. And they're not doing any of it. They're just doing that thing, which is like, are we still talking about it? No, now they're actually doing the like, this is inappropriate. Charlie's funeral's coming up. Stop yourselves.
We're at
right
50 likes.
now.
Thank you guys for the 50 likes. Let's keep it going, man. Let's keep the likes going. I love you guys. God bless.
You know what was inappropriate? Charlie Kirk getting shot while we all had.
I'm not going to lie. I might miss a little bit of my work day today because we're running it up. Let's keep it going, man. Let's go.
To watch that. We are all suffering PTSD and the lack of answers that we are getting from the feds. That is the only thing here that is happening that is inappropriate. I want to be very clear.
And again, like all you people in the chat that want to say, well, you're using Candace to make money. I'm demonetized. Duh. I reapplied for monetization in October. So for you saying that, you're dumb. But if you want to support me, my Cash App's down below. You don't have to do it. This is the first time I've mentioned it during stream. We've been live for an hour. I do not care about it. But if you are a person that wants to support me and support me, continue to go. Like I said, I'm about to be late. I'm on my lunch and I'm going to run it past my lunch time because to me, this is my passion. If you guys want to support your boy, there it is. You don't have to do it. I do not care about it. I just thought I'd bring it up at least once during this podcast. The biggest thing I care about is let's keep running up the likes. Let's keep running up the subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, double tap the screen, hit the notification bell. I love you guys. Let's go. God bless. Jesus is King.
There. Actually, not the only thing. Bibi Netanyahu trying to spin this into he's
And
my
why
good
I'm
friend. I just
demonetized?
invited him. Well, Tucker
'Cause I say the
Carlson
truth.
completely shredded that narrative. I don't like that Bibi lied so quickly. It doesn't make me comfortable. I don't like it. Okay. And he just went live yesterday. He also brought in Megyn Kelly and other people, and he spoke about what Charlie was going through because he saw him very shortly before his assassination. And he intimates to everybody what it was exactly that was on Charlie Kirk's mind and what he was living through in that moment. Take a listen.
I was
Everybody
shocked
listen
and
to this.
sickened by the reaction
Everybody listen to what Tucker has to say. Okay? Listen to what he has to say.
of the ghoulish and really repulsive reaction of the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, to Charlie's death. Basically made it all about him and all about his country, immediately trying to take the energy, the sadness, the grief that people felt over Charlie's murder and redirect it towards support for whatever project he's involved in. And by the way, Benjamin Netanyahu is not the same as the nation of Israel at all. Bibi is despised by many people in Israel. And if you know people who live there, you know that that's true. There are huge divisions within the Israeli government. I mean, there are certain parts of the intel world in Israel that do not support some things that Benjamin Netanyahu has done recently. So it's not the same as attacking Israel, attacking Bibi. But I don't think I've ever seen anything lower than his attempt to hijack Charlie's memory and use it for his own political ends, particularly because what he said was completely untrue.
Hey, Dawson, I didn't
Charlie
mean
didn't
miss your
hate Jews.
I didn't mean miss your chat, dog, for being from my town, being one of my homies. Of course, you're welcome on stream anytime. I have the They See Me Now podcast. Episode 2 will be coming out soon. Since this happened, I haven't released the episode because I've just been so intensely covering all this. But I would love for you to come on, bro. No problem.
He loved Jews. He had tons of friends who were Jews. He loved the state of Israel. He loved going there. He did not like Bibi Netanyahu, and he said that to me many times, and he said it to people around him many times. He felt that Bibi Netanyahu was a very destructive force. He was appalled by what was happening in Gaza. He was, above all, resentful that he believed Netanyahu was using the United States to prosecute his wars for the benefit of his country, and that it was shameful and embarrassing and bad for the United States, and he resented it. Didn't hate Netanyahu. He wasn't out there with a placard saying that, but he certainly expressed that to me and a lot of other people. And there's no question that Bibi's defenders on the internet will call me a liar or a kook, but that's a fact. And enough text messages exist that I think it can probably be verified in pretty short order. Not that it needs to be, because that is true. Shortly after that speech, there was a very intense attack on Charlie, and to some extent on me, not that I really noticed, but on him, I have no donors. He had $100 million worth of donors. And so because he was...
By the way, guys, I do not want to have to get off, but I do have to get off in about 5 minutes here. So run up the likes, double tap the screen, show some love and support. I appreciate everybody who's in here. Please hit the subscribe button. So when I go live next year in here, because I will be on again. But like I said, I came on my lunch. I've been taking longer and longer lunches so I could do this because this is my passion. Double tap the screen, hit the subscribe button, run it up. I will be back on later, but I do have to get off very shortly here.
Is involved in a different project from just yapping on the internet, which is what I do for a living. He was dependent to a great extent on his donors, of course. It's a nonprofit. And they went after him and tormented him. Not all, of course, many were supportive, but the ones who were offended by my speech, and there was a small, very intense group who were, tormented Charlie Kirk until the day he died. 2 days before he died, he lost a $2 million donation because he had publicly pledged to bring me to the next Turning Point conference in December. And he told me over the past couple of months he was losing a lot of donations over that pledge. They put out a flyer basically saying that I was going to be at this event giving a speech. And so he would text me and say, man, I'm really taking a lot of heat for this, and people are really mad. The American Jewish Committee called in a statement Charlie Kirk an anti-Semite and, quote, dangerous. Charlie Kirk, an anti-Semite. Yeah. He was not an anti-Semite. He was the opposite, and he was not dangerous. He was a great lover of people and a purveyor of peace. He was the opposite, and he was very stung by that. Those of us who've been called names for a long time are a little bit harder to offend. Charlie was deeply offended by that and expressed some of those feelings on Megyn Kelly's show and in other places. But that did not let up. The reason I'm telling this story is because he called me and then came to see me at my house about this topic. And I said to him every single time, look, it's, I've got my own way to communicate my views. This is actually not the most important issue to me. There are lots of things I can talk about. I don't need to come to Turning Point. I can take a year off, no problem. I hated seeing how much he was suffering, the hassle he was getting from people, and I was being attacked too. By the way, it was a huge effort. I wasn't fully aware of it, actually, because I don't go online that much, but there was a huge effort by people, some of whom I know and have helped, and like Seth Dillon at the Babylon Bee, for example. Someone who had his own problems with free speech, who was famously canceled. And I like Seth Dillon. I had him on a couple of times. I had dinner with him to show support. Seth Dillon was out there demanding that Charlie Kirk take me off the roster, pull me off stage, because I had said things that Bibi didn't like or that he didn't like or whatever. Shocking that someone whose whole persona is wrapped up in the idea that we all get to speak, and if you don't like it, make a more compelling case, that person and many others like him were advocating for me getting pulled off the stage because they don't like what I'm saying.
And
this
Charlie
is a
wouldn't let
trend,
him.
and one that we should be really concerned about. It's not just about Israel, by the way, at all. The trend is really simple. People with power don't want to hear disagreement. They don't want to be challenged ever. That's why we have free speech, to acknowledge that even those of us or people with less power still have a right to talk because they're human beings. You don't own them. So time after time, Charlie would call me or come to see me and let me know, wow, or show me text messages. These people are really mad that you're speaking. And I would always have the same thought, like, I feel pretty moderate, actually. I've never been an Israel hater. Obviously, I'm not.
Everybody, I got to get off in a few minutes. Please double tap that screen. It only takes 2 seconds for you to double tap the screen with your fingers. Show some love and support. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell. Let's try and get as close to 100 likes as we can. We have had a consistent 100 people in here the whole time. Over 100. So please just double tap the screen. I got to get going.
Anti-Semite. I just don't want more wars.
Hit the
I don't want a
notification bell so
foreign
you can be in
country
here
humiliating my
next
country
time I'm on.
and telling us what our laws have to be. I mean, this seems like pretty basic America First stuff. And he would say, I totally agree with you, but they want you off the stage. And I would always say, no problem. And he would say, no, it's important. It's a matter of principle. I want you to be there. Great. By the way, I'm not accusing anyone of being involved in that murder. I'm not trying to mutter darkly or imply anything. There's a lot we don't know about who murdered Charlie and why, but I don't know, and I'm not going to pretend that I do. But I think it's important to say that out loud because it's a fact, and there are many liars out there trying, Bibi Netanyahu, number one among them, shamefully, who are trying to distort the truth, a truth that I know and can prove.
What I want to add here is that it takes a truly demonic spirit, right, to be a part of the people that were swarming,
Tim,
pressuring, threatening, intimidating Charlie, to then flip in 1 second after he dies and say, pretend it never happened, like they were just great friends. That's weird to me. It's very weird to me. We wouldn't be here if they didn't do that. They could have said anything, by the way, like, Josh Hammer, I know how you were messaging him. Like, release the messages, buddy. Just release all of your threads with Charlie.
I love how she's calling for messages to be released, man. She is just out for blood, bro. Straight up.
In the 48 hours leading up to his death. Okay. Let people see it. They did it at first regarding me last year. They insisted. And I said, Charlie, I couldn't even come up for air. I said, Charlie, don't even think about it. I don't even care. Don't even bite your donors, just let them think they won, because I got to rebuild my entire life. I was just publicly fired. You know what I mean? Like, this is not, you're good. Like, you are so good. I couldn't even care about this less. Like, you're a brother to me. Do what you have to do to survive. Okay. And then he just saw them moving into, it wasn't just Candace. They wanted Tucker. I'd like to talk to Tucker. Tucker shouldn't be here.
Like I said, guys, I'm gonna run this a little bit late. Like I said, I have to be back at work by 2:30. It's 2:25 my time. I work a 9 to 5. I come on here on my lunch to give you guys the good content. Let's run it up. We're doing great today. Please double tap that screen, show some love and support so we can grow this channel, just in case I get fired from my job for this being my number one, you know, passion. Double tap that screen. Let's try and get as close to 100 likes as we can, y'all, within these next few minutes. Please, everybody, I beg you, just double tap the screen, show some love and support. I appreciate the dialogue in the comments. Everybody who is in the comments, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can always be a part of every stream. I want you guys here, and we're not just going to stop here. We're going to continue going. I'm live almost every day. I love you guys. Let's go. Let's try and wrap this up.
And then Charlie realized which way the wind was blowing, because it's never enough. It's never enough with them. Okay. They want to be the authority on speech. And it is reality that those very same people who were pressuring him and threatening him and intimidating him and calling him an anti-Semite and telling him he was hosting anti-Semitism, then became the fastest people to try to eulogize him and to say, look no further. He effectively died for Bibi Netanyahu. It's wrong. And we have to stand up to that narrative. Matt Gaetz jumped into the ring and basically just doubled down on what Tucker Carlson said. He tweeted this: I have personal knowledge as to many of the claims Tucker is making here. They are 100% true. Yes, they were behaving like demons. There's just no question. It's very weird when a demon then pretends that they weren't being demonic. You could be chill. You could have transformed it after Charlie was assassinated. You could have said, wow, my last correspondence with him was I was upset about something, and now I realize that life is so short and fragile, and it's really not worth it to skirmish with one another. I really regret my last correspondence. And then I would have been like, okay, that was really authentic and real. Instead, they were like, we had a wonderful time. I just wasn't what? Oh, love Charlie. Just loved him so much. Something is weird about that. Spiritually, it's evil. That's what it is. It's evil. And in case you needed any more, another person to tell you that he was being intimidated and they were bullying him about who he could speak to, here's Megyn Kelly. She joined Tucker Carlson and she says this very quickly. Take a listen.
Charlie is not the only one who's been threatened or was threatened to cut ties with you or not platform you. I too have gotten that, especially since you've been more outspoken on Israel. And I couldn't care less the amount of pressure they put on. I'm like, what are you talking about? Yeah. This is madness. Why would you want to silence such a powerful, important voice just because you disagree with them on one subject, one on which we've all watched you sincerely evolve as you grapple with principles you've been espousing for years, like America First, like what's happening to Christians, like what's best for us and our kids here. How do I keep them safe? That's my number one priority. And I've been just absolutely disgusted and recoiled from people who have tried to pressure me on it. It, of course, never happened. But I know from speaking to Charlie, he felt it too. You've heard it from Charlie that he felt, and there is a layer here of nefarious pressure to have certain narratives go only one way.
Yes.
That must be called out and must be fought.
Love that.
Hey man, we got 144 people in here. Like I said, I'm on here on the break on my job. I'm running it late. I'm like over almost a half hour late. Run up those likes, double tap that screen. It only takes 2 seconds to double tap your screen. Get the likes up as close to 100 as we can. I'm going to end it here in about 2 minutes. Run it up, hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. Join the family, join the movement. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. And after this stream, I will see you again tonight. So I love you guys. Let's keep going.
Like, Megyn, that was amazing. Thank you. I think all of us right now are just feeling we have to speak. Okay. So if you know something,
I really don't want to stop
about what was going on, if you have something, send it all to me because I'm organizing. Okay. I'm getting a lot of tips. By the way, many of you guys spoke about the individual who very quickly, I think 4 minutes after Charlie was shot, went and took the camera down and moved his chair and stood up and took the camera down literally 4 or 5 minutes after he was shot. I want to let you know, I was able to figure out who that person was because I recognized one of the individuals, and I reached out to that individual and I said, I've known you for a long time and I would like to see the footage. I would like to see the footage. And I think the world would trust me. If there's nothing weird that happened on that day and there's about 4 or 5 cameras on that day, I'm not going to publish the footage, but I want to see it
One
with
more
my
like, so
own
we can get
2
to 60
eyes.
likes and I
So
gotta
I
get
can
off. Let's
stand
do
on this
one more
platform,
like.
so I
As
can sit
many
here on this
people as
platform
you
and I can say to the
As
world,
many people who are in here
no
that
funny
can.
business.
As many people who are in here that can, double tap that screen, please. So I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go to work, but let's get as many likes as we can before I do, man. I don't want to get fired, so I gotta get off. But I'm running it late. Double tap that screen. Show some love and support, man. Much love, much love. Let's keep it going. God bless everybody. Jesus is King. I appreciate you guys for being in here. We're gonna run it up again tonight. Let's go, y'all.
This happened. Truly, we can all go home. It was Tyler Robinson and he acted alone and there was nobody else there. And this kid just, I guess, after having a life where he didn't bother anybody, just woke up one day and chose violence and then decided to explain every layer of what he had done that day via text messages. I want to be able to look people in the eye honestly and say that. So I want to see all of this footage. So I am working to get to the bottom of it. Okay. I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories floating in about the security guard and people thinking he was making
Let's get to 100 likes
gestures.
before I gotta get off and go to work, guys. Come on, as fast as we can. Double tap that screen as fast as we can. We just need 34 more likes. 34 more of you beautiful people. Just double tap your screen so I can get back to work and not get fired. I mean, if I do, I don't care because this is my passion. But just double tap that screen, man. Show some love and support. I love you guys. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I'll be back on again tonight. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, notification bell. Everybody, right now, double tap that screen.
I know that security person. He's a good guy. It would shock me. I usually get a vibe about somebody. Not that guy. Not the guy that they say he's like rolling up. He tends to do that, roll up his sleeves. I don't buy that one. Okay. I don't buy that one. And but here's the thing. That's my gut. My gut has led me in the right way. And I want you guys to know that once I look at all the footage from every angle, if I'm putting in this formal request and they said they would speak to the lawyers, I think the world will trust me to say there was no funny business and this is exactly what happened. So I've put in that request and I want you guys to know that. And I mean business. I'm getting to the bottom of this.
We need 29
lastly,
more
I want to
likes.
say
Come on,
to this
y'all.
like new
I
flex
literally gotta go. I
operation
mean, I'm
mocking
trying to push the
pastor,
time, but I
regarding
gotta
which, by
go.
the way, the first time they went after Tucker
Show
Carlson
some
and
love
Candace
and support, man. Hit
Owens,
the
a
subscribe button,
source
y'all.
told
I
me,
love you
and I would
guys.
love to get this
Thank
confirmed,
you.
and I'm going
Let's
to find
run
this
it up.
out,
We're
that
gonna run it up again
$150
tonight. We're
million
gonna run it up again tomorrow
was
and the
spent
next
on
day, the
that,
next day, the next
and
day.
it came from Bibi
Especially this
Netanyahu.
do not have a timeline. I don't have a timeline this weekend on how long I can be live, but unfortunately during the week I do. Run up the likes, man. Everybody in here, 38 more people. Just double tap that screen simultaneously. Let's get to 100. I love you guys. Let's go.
I would like to figure out if that's true. But anyways, obviously investigating this, and I'm not going to let it go. Okay, you're not going to emotionally use some jujitsu, and I'm referring here to Roy or Rob McCoy, who says I'm Charlie's pastor, and here's the truth, or whatever it is, to look the other way right now. Okay, you're not going to tell me that I have to feel too bad to investigate who shot my friend in front of my face.
Okay, we gotta stop it there. I got to. I'm sorry, guys. I love you guys. Again, I appreciate everybody for being in here. Hit the like button, double tap the screen before I get out of here. Try and get us as high as we can. But hey, guess what? I love you guys. I agree, Charlie. We do have an army behind you. Thank you, everybody, for stopping in here, saying what's up. I will be live again later today, tomorrow, and then this weekend. I try and be live every day. Hit the subscribe button with the notification bell. On the road to 10K. Join the See Me Now movement. They have to see us now. I love you guys. I got to get to work before I get in too much trouble. I've already ran it late. Much love to everybody, guys. You guys are the best. Thank you guys for having the best dialogue in the chat, being the best chat in the world, always supporting me. I love you guys. I pray you guys subscribe and hit notification bell so I can see you in the next stream. Always be vigilant on when I'm live so we can continue to run it up. Dawson, thank you for being here. I love you. Lindsay, Charlie, even Ramon, Emily, Tim, everybody who's in here, thank you. I love you guys. Much love. I got to get off. I will be back on later. I do not want to get off, but I have to. I'll see you guys later. Tune in tonight. Tune in whenever you can. Make sure you guys hit the notification bell. Most importantly, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and like the video. I love you guys. God bless everybody. Stay safe. Jesus is King. And RIP Charlie Kirk, man.